Late night glow from the screen in the dark. Angie uploaded, yeah, she leaving her mark. Timeline crack, yeah, the story don't frame. She zooming right in, putting truth on the name. Sun going down, but the story get colder. Angie uploaded, yeah, the silence get bolder. No filter, no fear when she breaking the case. Angie uploaded, put the facts in your face. Chat light up when she start connecting. Already know she dissecting. They try burying facts, she digging them out. Angie uploaded, now we're ringing out loud. We see it. Pattern lock, yeah, the angle exposed. Every breadcrumb trail leading right to the ghost. No script, no spin, she just call it direct. Angie uploaded, yeah, she earned her respect. Hold up, wait, feel the tension rise. Every frame, every lie, yeah, it's in her eyes. Something going down, but the truth come alive. Angie uploaded, yeah, she reading between lines. No pause, no fear when she speak on a case. Angie uploaded, yeah, she say it to your face. Angie uploaded, she know. Angie uploaded, she close. Case locked in, truth on display. Angie uploaded, bring the dark to the day. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live.
What is going on, everybody? It is me, Angie Uploaded, finally here. I do apologize, first and foremost, for being absent. I know I was going to be here. I was going to start on the 4th. So I'm just going to let you know what happened. Well, real quick. Good morning, everybody. It is good to see y'all. I know my little border has a little hiccup in it, and I'm going to change that. It's fine. So the other night, I guess in the middle of the night, we'll just say, I woke up and I had this weird feeling going down my arm. Like it felt like it was kind of cutting, like squeezy, and then shooting. And then I started feeling like something was sitting on my chest. And then I started popping sweat beads for no reason. And I was too scared to go to the hospital. So I got wet rags and did all the things. And so there was no way I could go live that morning. And then yesterday, through the whole day, the symptoms, they kind of came and went, and me still too scared to go to the hospital. Don't ever do that, people. Just don't ever. If you ever have an inkling that you're having something malfunction in your body, go to the hospital. Don't do like I did. So, yesterday, the symptoms are gone, but I was real kind of like lethargic yesterday. But today I woke up like normal. So I do have an appointment with the cardiologist tomorrow morning. So I will do the show, and then I will be off to the cardiologist. And of course, if any symptoms happen between now and then, of course, I'm going to the hospital. But that's where I was. I'm sorry. I did have a power outage, though, which I put in my community post. But I didn't want to put everything that happened in a community post. It was just, it's fine. So, but I will be getting checked out, and I'll let you guys know what they find out. But yeah. But don't do like I did. Do like you should do and go to the hospital. But again, good morning, everybody that is here. I know that this one probably won't get, huge numbers in the live, and that's okay. Just hello to the rewatchers. Anybody that wants to give a thumbs up, get these hours up for me, because that's what's needed are the hours. And we have about 1,000 at this point. We need 4,000. So we're just going to keep booking it until we get there and I can apply for monetization or reapply for monetization. Um, so that's it. And also if if you will, if you're up, please go check out Fluff over in the LCU. AMAC is over there holding down Fluff. She has Sweet Tea as her co-host now, so please go and give them a watch and a like and a hello from me. Neon. Yeah, I waited to I didn't even tell him. He just thought I didn't feel well and he went to work. Like I was scared. And it's one of those moments where I wanted my mama, you know. I wanted my mama. And so I had I had one of those realization moments too, you know. You know, you have every little after the year after you lose a parent, because I lost my dad several years ago, but that first year you have that realization that, okay, you know, this is the first, this is the first, this is the first. And, you know, that was the first time like I wanted my mama, you know, and so I was going through that too. But but yeah, always go to the hospital. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, please, hey, Savage Cupcake. Good morning, everybody getting ready for work. So that was one thing that I heard a lot of when Chubby was taken down, and was that we were the show that people liked to listen to as they got ready for work, as they got up, got dressed, either on their way to work, some even coming home from work. So I tried to really take that in and think about it. Okay, what would this sound like for a listener? And so I'm doing the best I can with that, as far as not being, you know, being more vocal, sounding more, I don't know, maybe that I'm not talking like a snail, because people would say you talk too slow. Well, I'm sorry, this is just how I talk. You know, I've honestly had people tell me I talk too fast. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm doing the best I can, and hopefully you are entertained. But are you entertained? That is the question. Um, so, uh, so we're going to talk about a few things. I am going to loop for a moment because it seems that there are some misguided thoughts in places. There was a comment. I am still in the locale Discord. Okay, so just know that. And there was a comment made that I was a whore. That's all it said. Angie uploaded is a whore. And so I followed the little, you know, I scroll it up, and Amax like, you know, WTF. So this person thinks that we quit Chubby and we're going to come over here to stream on my channel to, I guess, make money. And then we figured out it was demonetized. And then AMAC ran back and I stayed over here to get it monetized. Are you dumb or just stupid? Do you not watch show? This has been explained over there and over here. So I'm going to drop it down in 2 seconds flat. Well, not 2 seconds, but Hero got demonetized because Amerlyn Reed had her channel demonetized, her personal channel. Okay. Which is what the same thing happened to me. My personal channel was demonetized over a year ago. I said, okay, I don't have, and I was getting into the LCU then, so I wasn't spending a lot of time on my channel. Then I was like, okay, well, it's not worth me remonetizing just to make a few cents off of, you know, ad revenue for the few videos that I do have up. So I didn't. And it stayed like that. And evidently, if you're if you lose your monetization, you can't go on another channel like I was over 50% of the time making money. And I didn't realize this. And I never hid the fact that I had lost monetization. I talked about it 3 or 4 times on Chubby. I mean, I've never hidden the fact. So when Amber Lynn's came out, mine was caught, and I guess it wasn't, a no-no. So Chubby lost theirs and Hero lost theirs. So I'm over here trying to do the right thing now. I didn't know it was a wrong thing. I was just like, it ain't worth all that to make, the few little cents you make on ad revenue if I'm not doing a lot with the channel at the moment. So that was all. I haven't lost my channel. I haven't been banned. But, I love people to get facts straight before they just start spouting shit. Because when you put something out there, some crazy idiot's liable to believe you. You know what I mean? And if you're going to talk about me, you better put facts in your mouth. I'm going to talk about you. So, yeah, I just, I had to say it. Jay, I can talk about the LCU. Yes. It is not all of my content, but I am still in the Discord. I am still in good standing, and I have Keem's blessing to do what I'm doing. So there's that. Even with the contracts and what was said in announcements, I'm okay. I'm not over here dogging anybody, except for that one person that called me a whore. I didn't mention their name, but I think I had every right to do that. So yeah. Okay. But there is something, y'all, I was watching last night. Um, it was something about look maxing. Have you ever heard of look maxing? I about fell out in the floor, not gonna lie. So these men, and I call them men, what the videos I was watching, I'm wondering if they are of age to even be doing this. But they are taking hammers and they are hitting their jawbones, their face, like it's right under your like orbital sockets, and they are breaking those bones, and then they're doing exercises to try to get a chiseled face, and it's called look maxing, and it goes deeper in. There was something I was watching. The dude was giving an interview about they're mixing some kind of home things in their, like shooting them into their face, like injectively with it. They're doing an injection. And you see the befores and afters, and they have like this, afterwards, they'll have like this hard chiseled jawline. And I'm like, this cannot be good. Yes, Neon. Yes, that dude. Oh my God. Chubby Scorpion, when I can't remember the name right off, but I'll tell you. Just but that is who Neon, yes, it's clavicular. I almost fell out. And but they T-Ball. I can't say that. But they even had one on there where he was and I don't know why he would do that from the outside because of the skin. But he poked the side out, and you saw like 5 little points sticking out, and he was taking a cheese grater to the side of his face. And he's just, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, y'all. And guys make fun of women for doing like makeup tutorials and stuff. These are actual tutorials and things on how to get that jawline and get your face reconstructed. How is this okay? How is this not, unless I have been in, somewhere with my head covered, and I don't know that it has been a big thing already. Where did this come from? Like, who decided that this would be okay? And then, yes, they are doing these injectables, and they call it something if you do that. If you actually do the full injection and let's just put it on topically. I guess you're more like considered a pussy if you don't do it all the way or something. And everything he says he's doing, it's maxing. He's strong maxing. I even heard the word, and I'm going to say deoc, okay? Deoc maxing. And I was blown away. Now, I am scared to death to show clips over here. I am. So I may get out of that, but when you don't really know why you lost your monetization to begin with, except for the term reuse of content, or you don't, I don't want to, I just don't want to show clips, but they are out there. Just look up look maxing and you will see them. And it will, I got into a rabbit hole, y'all. But yes, that clavicular is the one that was the main one that I saw neon. And I could not believe it. Good morning, bees. I see you made it safely. Our lovely bees took a trip. She was on an airplane last night, so she has made it safely to Iowa. And I am very glad to hear that and see that you're here. Good morning, sweetheart. I don't know if his channel got banned, pirate. I saw, because when I was watching a reaction channel, and I wish I could remember her name, Michelle McDonald or something like that. And then I started looking. I did not look up his particular one, but his name stood out to me because she called him Clavicle. So, that's, but I have never seen anything. There was one that they were showing. The dude his mom had taken away the hammers, and he took his baseball trophy and was doing the hitting. And then there was a clip of him standing outside of a gym, and those vibrating back massager things that tap, blah, 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 tap real hard. He was standing outside of a gym with one of those in his hand, talking to people, and he was like, would you do this for such and such amount of money or something? And he, I don't like pain, and I'm damn sure not going to inflict that kind of pain on myself. So I don't ever want to hear nobody talk about a damn makeup tutorial ever again after watching this. Okay. That's all. It's just, but it is a thing. It is actually, it is the process of making one's own physical attractiveness. That is what look maxing is. And it originated on male incel message boards in the 2010s. But but in the 2020s has become popularized, with the internet forums and stuff. But there's soft maxing. It is a thing. It has been in Time magazine. There are articles that are on it. It is crazy. A lot doesn't surprise me anymore, to be fair, but oops. But I just had to get that off my, sometimes, If you know anything about me, you know that I have a very, very big squirrel brain, and I go everywhere. It's just like bing, 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 bing. And I just have to get it out, you know? And now I can do that. And, y'all can call me on it if y'all want to. Y'all can put squirrels in the chat if I start just going off topic or just going somewhere I don't need to be. Because I'll do it. That's what AMAC was good. She was good at bringing me back in. Because I will, squirrel would be popping. Um, but on another note, something that piqued my interest was do y'all know who Shannon Elizabeth is? Now, Shannon Elizabeth was an actress like from my time and I say my time. She was in the American Pie series. She was in 13 Ghosts, um, Scary Movie. She was in a lot of, little teeny bopper movies and things like that, when I was in my teens, late teens, early 20s, something like that. But she got $1 million payoff for her first sign on with OF. $1 million. She is now 52 years old. She's still beautiful. Okay. She's always been gorgeous, but she's still beautiful. I think she was a lot of dudes' first boners, not gonna lie, Jay. She was absolutely gorgeous then, and she's still, I mean, you can see she has some age in her, but she's but she signed on to OF and she made a whopping $1 million. Now, I read into the story a little bit. Chubby Scorpion. Say $136,000 of that was you. Okay. Well, this is a support page here for you, Chubby. So anybody that needs some support, just put it in the chat. We will not judge here. We do not judge. No, but she's still beautiful. But anyway, I read into it, and she has recently, I don't know if she's going through a divorce, and she's been staying with friends. And she said the first thing that she was going to do when she got that money was buy her a place to live. So I was like, damn right. So she didn't run out. The main thing for her, she needs a roof over her head. I don't know. I haven't gotten a chance to read okay, where is all this movie money and why are we, staying at a friend's place? Why is this happening? But it was, and now she can get her own damn place. So good for you, girl. And not only that, the girl has a foundation. So she runs a foundation in South Africa called the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation. And it helps animals. From poaching, it helps have the land, to where it's being monitored. It helps with the animals. It helps with the overpopulation of regular dogs. I saw a picture of her with a hippopotamus. She's trying to have reservation land over there for them. And, props to her for that. She said that she saw an issue over there that she could not ignore. I think there are bigger issues over there, not going to lie, but you know what? If you see something, say something, do something, and I can't be mad at her for that. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to watch, not going to lie. $1 million for her first OF appearance. I'm sorry, that is still blowing my mind. At 52, yeah. Let's see. Are you going to be doing one card pulls, or are you waiting for session against TOS for you to get a stream? Elements pay link. I don't know if it's against TOS to have a Stream Elements pay link. I have asked people, they have said that it's not, but I am scared to do anything over here except just go live and talk. Now, now I can do them. The only thing is that when I do them, I do need some help. And I know that Bees has she's been up all night, and that's normally who helps me. So, and especially if I'm not charging for them, then it's like, yeah, then okay, so we may do a couple. We may do a couple, and when I say a couple, it maybe 2 or 3 here in a few minutes, okay? So, let me grab them. So I'll do 3, and then we'll see where we go. But make sure everybody has hit the like button. And when I say go, then you can put your hand up, and first come, first serve. I think we'll start out with 3 when I say go. Okay. So, all right, she is going to grab her some paper, and let's see. Okay, Catitude, are you wanting one? Being you brought it up this morning. If you want one, then I'll give you yours first if you're wanting one. Okay. All right. And 2 can go behind Catitude if y'all want a 1 card pull, and we'll do the next 2 in line. I miss Chubby Money, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Chubby Money. Chubby Money. And I got this Go XLR over here, and it's working. I'm still trying to learn about it though. And I can hear myself talk in the mic. I can hear these cards. I can hear the cars go down the road. So I turned it down some because it was everything. I could hear everything. I can hear me breathe. So let me know if y'all are hearing those little things that maybe you shouldn't be hearing, and I'll try to adjust it and figure it all out. But yeah, oh God, it was so loud. I'm hoping it's just my ear. Now you might hear the cards, but that's a given. But excuse me. The plan is that I'm gonna do this time. I may take it back from 6 to 8 to 6 to 7, from 6 to 7:30. I don't know yet. I'm wanting to do a morning news thing where I have different topics I want to talk about. And, I really want to show some clips. I just don't want to do it wrong. And I'm scared, even if I do it within the terms of TOS, when you have your monetization and you lose it, you become very, let's just say, gun shy to do anything. You're scared to make a move. So, but I would love to be able to do, new entertainment news. I wouldn't like the Met Gala. They had the Met Gala, and did y'all see some of the dresses there? Now I could probably show that, but those darn things, oh my God, you know, you know what? I'm gonna do these pulls, and I might do the show the Met Gala dresses. Those things were hideous. Some were fine, but I don't understand why people would Go out, and we're talking about these were top designers. Like, okay. Okay, so I do go to there is a moment of silence when I am doing these. That's also, see, when I was doing them over there, AMAC could talk while I went through this moment of silence. But I always do this, even when I did them on my own before. Okay, Catitude. So you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, I want you to picture this knight rushing through, and he's ambitious and energetic, and he's like determined to be the leader, to come out on top. He's got all this force just coming in with him, and it's all positive, right? So what it makes me feel is that there's some kind of challenge that is you're either going through it now or you're about to. And if you present yourself in that, I'm going to tackle it, you're not going to mess with me, the buck stops here. If you tackle it with that type of mentality, then you are going to get through this no problem. In other words, don't let somebody, whoever is helping produce this challenge for you, whether it be family, friends, bill collector, whoever, you put on this front that you know what you're talking about, and try to know what you're talking about anyway. But you put on the front that you do, and you come through like, the buck stops here, you will be fine. Just don't let them see a moment of weakness, and you'll be good. It is a very positive card, so I think you will be fine. But there is some challenge that is, if you're not going through it now, it is coming your way. But just be ready for it. And if you're going through it now, just remember what I said. Just like don't try to sweep it, don't try to push it behind you. Just tackle it. Like, I'm that bitch. And you will do great. Okay? And thank you for letting me read for you. Hey, Geek Meets Eat. Hey, sweetheart. How have you been? It is so good to see you, and thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all, that is Geek Meets Eats is one from when I very first started YouTube, y'all. So she has been with me since the beginning. Wow. It is so good to see you. Hey, Lise. Escalating. Hello, good morning. Welcome, y'all. Welcome in. Good deal. Good deal, Catitude. Just remember, just act like, I'm that bitch. It stops here. Yeah, I'm trying to do a little morning, put some morning flavor into everybody's life. Because, when you start streaming at later times, it's like the internet highways and byways are clogged up. And this is really a good time for me to stream anyway. So, yeah. I mean, and I know that, the numbers are not going to be huge right now, and it's okay. And I didn't even put my stream up till an hour before showtime either. I had to make sure how I was going to feel this morning because I told y'all what happened earlier in the week. So, yeah. But I felt good this morning, so I was like, hell yeah. All right, so okay, that was for Catitude. I'm going to do Pirates. And if anybody wants a card pull, just let Beezer know in the chat, and she will make sure to get you on the list. it's not as many over here, so I guess maybe it might be easier to keep up with. I don't know. Oh, T-ball, if you want one after okay, I got it. I see it now. Just look down, Angie. Look further down before you speak. Duh. Just in case Fuzz pops in here and says it, Ken and I are not gay lovers. Okay. Okay, Chubby Scorpion. Is there more you need to say? Is he popping around telling everybody that y'all are? Oh, speaking of Ken, he is going to be doing his own show again. I don't know. He did a promo on Ken Kate. That is his channel, Ken Kate. And he's going back on his own. So he's left the LCU in good standing. And he had done that before. And I really liked him on his own when he was on his own channel. He has an intro song. It's probably one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to show y'all that, but then like I don't know. What I might can do is just link y'all to his channel and y'all can go see it. Give him the view. That's what I'll do in a minute. I'll just link y'all there. But I love Ken when he's by himself and he can be himself and he can do his own thing. I don't like Ken with a co-host. It doesn't matter who it is. I like him when he is on his own, does his own thing. That's the Ken I like. And I know that it sucks, because in the LCU, you do have that instant audience. You have, because look, 28 people. Well, 28 people is actually great for me, I think, right now, at this time. And if my husband is watching me, he is probably counting the times I'm saying, he says I say, too damn much. Bally? I have not. Bees, will you write that down for me? What Bally is saying in the chat. I'm not going to speak the name just in case, because I have no idea who that is. But Bees, would you write that down for me and text it to me, and I will look that up. Thank you, ma'am. I'll look it up and I can give you my opinion on the next show. Okay, so Bees has put in Ken's channel link. So that is the link to Ken Kate. If y'all don't mind, go over there, sub up, give him the view on that promo that he did. It is his intro song. I love it. And he will be doing things. I'm not sure when he's going to start streaming, but he's going to start streaming on his own again. So, okay. Well, that was lovely. I just dropped everything. Okay. All right, I'm pulling a card for Pirate. So there will be dead air for just a moment. Okay, Pirate. You have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands always, to me, represents like this strong, stoic, womanly figure. And what I'm feeling is that if you've been thinking about doing something creatively, business-wise, some type of move, in that direction that is going to generate income or at least generate self satisfaction, now's the time to do it. But I think that some type of womanly figure is going to play into that. So, whether she gives you advice or it's somebody that you can actually talk to get all of your feelings out, and she can kind of lead you in to, okay, this is what you can do. This is what you can do. Stay away from this. There's going to be somebody in your life that's like that. And just be just be receptive to listening and be honest, because how can somebody help you if you're not completely honest with them? So do those things, and now would be the time to strike as far as your creativeness or that business venture that you've been thinking about doing. It's a good time to light the fires, do the things that you've been looking at. Okay? But I do think that this womanly figure is going to steer you in the right direction. So I don't know who that is. I don't know if it is your mother, if she's still around. I don't know. But when I say womanly, it could be any woman, but you're going to have that bond with her. Okay? So just be open and honest with her and listen to what she be receptive. And I think you'll do fine. Just don't ever rush into anything. Think everything out, but now's the time to start putting those wheels in motion. Okay? And thank you for letting me read for you, Pirate. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go through the chat a little bit because I know that I opened up the card pulls. I've got T-Ball after this, and good morning, Sean. Good morning, Snake. Good morning, Lady 7-Up. Connor Hey, all of y'all. Well, I thought, why not come back to the morning? I'm used to being in this time anyway. I feel like this is chubby time, so it's my time. Damn it, chubby money. I think I'm gonna ask Keem if I can have that song. Can I just play it every once in a while? Let's silence for a moment to throw squirrels in the chat. Okay, T-Ball is next, and you said 3, so I cut it off. If anybody wants one, bees, we'll take two more right now if they want them. So it is a jam, ain't it? Like, I know a lot of these people talk about like AI music and stuff, AI this, AI, but that song, I don't care. That song right there hits. I love that song. And the Halloween song, the first one, over in the LCU, that's one of my favorites. Trying to think, and Ken's song. I love Ken's song. I don't know if he wrote the words for that and just had like AI music, or if AI helped him with the words. But when y'all hear that, when y'all go over there and sub up to Ken and hear that song, it hits. Like, yeah. I know, Neon. Oh my God. The Josh has yeah, that one. Josh has AIDS. That was a good song. Fat Girl Summer. Fat Girls, I know. It was, and then it kept getting played and kept getting played, and people got so burnt out on it. But now when I hear it, it's cool. It's like it's a Fat Girl Summer. Let's see. Okay, so wait a minute. I know who Latiti is. Valley? Is she out roaming? If she's out roaming, I'm gonna have to check that out. If if y'all ain't been introduced to Latiti yet, then but I thought she was locked away somewhere, like either in jail or a hospital. Oh, it's coming up. Okay. Is what's his face keeping an eye on it? What's that dude's name? He's got a cartoon like figure and it talks. He talks through the cartoon like he's at a like he's Jimmy Kimmel or something. I can't remember his name. But he talked about her. He covered a lot of her stuff. Adontis. Yes, yes, Adonis Paul. Yes. Will he be covering that? I'm wondering. Oh, the cat. That was fine. As long as you weren't having a stroke over there, we're good. If the cat wants to chat, let the cat chat. It's all interaction. Yeah, I hope so. You know what? Let me look. Let me just look, y'all, and see if he has anything lately on. I'll tell y'all. Okay, he's just saying late night, late night. So it looks like I would actually have to search some of this unless somebody knows if Adonis Paul is still covering Latiti. Because he's doing lives, every few days. I'll check it out later. I'll check it out later because I'm sure if anybody's going to cover it, he would, right? I would think. It's on Reddit. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I will check out the Latiti trial, and what I'll do, maybe a portion of each morning, maybe I will bring you in up to speed as to who Latiti is. For those of you that don't know, and then I'll as the trial begins, we can kind of follow it together. I'm not going to load everything. I'm not going to put everything in here as far as, it's not all going to be Latiti. I just want to kind of those of you that don't know who she is, I'll bring you up to speed and why she would be going to trial. You may not know who she is by hearing her name, but do any of y'all remember of a streamer, and she would go live like from her phone? She was living in her car. She was pregnant, and she was hitting herself in the stomach. She had some psychotic breaks, and then there were some where you kind of wondering if she was faking these psychotic breaks. And then she went back and she lived with her mom, and she streamed everything. The cops came, everything was on stream. Her mom was begging her to get off of the live stream. Then she moved in with this dude, and they were going to be like happily ever afters and all this stuff. Anyway, that's who Latiti is. If y'all can recall back to her living in that car, that's who we're talking about. There was some that was very hard for me to watch break. I don't even like talking about that one particular one, but that's people remember that part if they don't remember anything about her. So, when you get monetized, can you let us buy you lottery tickets and you scratch on stream? Absolutely. I've done that before, actually. And with the lottery tickets, Chevy. So I would love to do that. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to check into that. And she's as interesting. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to check into that, Valley. And thank you. Thank you for coming in and giving me somebody else to look at and reminding me of another one. Oh, Snake, you know about Heather too? Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna have y'all, I have been in locale. Okay. I'm sorry. I love the LCU. It's just and when you're in there, you watch every little thing, especially and when you're a host, you watch everything so you know what's going on. Because there's nothing like having a co-host ask you a question and you like a deer in the headlights because you have no clue what that answer is. So you try to keep up. I'm also an SGM fan. When he said yesterday he was joining Local Network today, so I'm waiting to see what show. Well, I know that your mama. It seems like to me he's the one that put SGM on live and was like, "Here, sink or swim." And then they were like, well, why didn't your mama take him on Pit? I'm not sure that your mama does his. I don't know. I don't know if your mama does his best with a co-host or not. Or is he just as messy either way? Like, I think he's just as messy either way. So I would be curious to see where it goes because there's a lot of people that have left, but there's some newcomers too. And I have to say, real quick before I do this pull for T-Ball, who saw Foxy Mama ending up on bus? Who saw that? And who saw AMAC get up there and clock her? Like, you go, girl. Oh, yep. Some people just keep getting. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right, T-Bop. I'm going to go ahead and do your card pull. Did we have any more bees? Or are we good? Okay, T-Bop. You got the Ace of Wands. And what that usually signifies to me is it's a beginning of something. So I feel like there is a break and it's something that has opened up, like the door is broken open, the windows crashed open, and it's something new for you to step into. And it's usually involving like a business or something with finances. It could be artistic, but either way, something is going to break open or either it just broke open. And it is a good time for you to seize the moment. Okay. So there's something that has held you down that kept you from making, moves. Like you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't because you're being held down. And that weight is either about to lift or it just lifted. And now you are free to start this new beginning. Now, whether that be with finances or, your artistic abilities or something like that, it's a great time to do it, but it's going to feel like a rebirth, like a new you. But it's going to be a new role in your life, but you're going to have to seize the opportunity. You're going to have to take it. It's not going to walk to you, but if you just step through that little broken glass or whatever right there, you will kind of feel sucked into it. And it is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. This is a very positive card. It's a very positive moment for you. So I would grasp at this opportunity when and you'll know what it is. If you don't already know right now, you will soon know. And when you start putting your abilities and your talents into whatever this is, it's going to feel like a rebirth. It's going to feel like, you just gave birth to this whole idea and it's going to feel fantastic. And I want you to tell me about it when you reach that point because I think I want that card right there. There's a lot of cards I draw that I'm like, oh, I need that card today. So, and thank you for letting me read for you. You know, I'm gonna say, you know what, real quick, just because my eyes went to that comment, Pirate said, your mama was suspended last night. Very sad about it. So, yes, Yo Mama was suspended for a week, and then he did an apology to Xylee and ended up with a day. Now, how many of us know that Yo Mama usually takes a day during the week and takes it off? Just curious. Hands. Yeah. Just saying. Was it really did it really hurt him to take that day off? I don't know. I would have had to give him at least 2 days. I know people love Pitt. I get it. But, if you're going to get suspended, maybe it should have an effect. That's all I'm going to say. That's how I felt about it. I felt like that, okay, that's just his regular day off. But maybe that's just me. See, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, saying shit. Okay, T-Bob, that will be fine. It's like Twitch suspending Hassan. Yeah, on Sunday. It is like, yeah. And that's all I want to say about it. Because let's see, he always takes Tuesdays off suspended on a Tuesday. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, okay. Did anybody? Y'all were seeing y'all clearly said Tuesdays, right? Y'all clearly saw that too. Did anybody call it out? Because I fell asleep during after AMAC was on bus. I fell asleep after that, so I don't know if anybody called it out or not. And I did catch. I caught Rewind this morning, so she called it out on Reapers. Okay, good. I'll have to go back and watch because I was like, is anybody going to say anything? And and right now I'm not watching every show like I was. I can't. I have to prepare for this one. And I know I had a couple topics to talk about earlier, and I know we're not going to go the full 2 hours today, but I had to see how I felt this morning to know if I could even do the stream. And if you scroll back to the beginning of the show, you'll understand why. And so yeah. So I'm not as prepared for this one as I feel like I should be. And that's why I was happy to do some card pulls actually. And I like talking to the chat. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, you do, when they talk to other streamers, they're like, all you do is there and talk to the chat. Well, sometimes, I like to do that. I like to talk to the chat. And I would always get in trouble for talking to the chat. But I think there are some days where, it's okay to talk to your chat. And then there's some days, okay, you've prepared, everything for this show and you need to do a show. So, AMAC is on, but I was at the airport and my son stopped to see me on his way home. I flew out. AMAC went up on bus, Bees, and she said some stuff to Foxy, which was hilarious. So okay. I talk to chat while I play game. Well, I think gamers is different. Gamers, there's something for the audience to watch while the host is talking to them. And yeah, AMAC went and got that lick back on Foxy. I know, and I loved it. I loved it. It was like, you ever wanted that moment where you wish you could be there? Like, there were times that we would jump in together on on other streams. Do you know that sometimes when we would jump in together, it wouldn't always be planned? It wouldn't be like, okay, I'm going, you going. But there were several times where we would end up like jumping in at the same time and it wasn't planned. Be like, okay, I've heard enough. I'm going in. That's one of Gidgey's finest qualities. I know Gidgey is very, very good at talking to the chat and bringing them in and making you want to chat back with her. I love Gidgey. Gidgey, I met her at Fat Camp, and she is one of the funniest people I think I have ever met. She is just, that you have those people who can be funny. Gidgey is one of those people she just is funny when she's awake. Gidgey slept a lot, okay? Gidgey slept all the damn time, but when she was awake, she was fucking funny. Now, Gidgey did have a moment where we were all in the bedroom, and she's talked about this, so I'm not breaking anything over here. But our bedroom, there was, I don't know, 5 or 6 of us in there, and she broke down and she was very upset, crying about something, and Wonder Woman went over to her and put her arm around her, and I was standing there, and it was like, just, it's okay. It's okay. We were trying to, reassure her that whatever was happening was going to be okay. And then she come out of it, and she was fine. But she's she's just a funny lady. And yeah, her facial expressions are like none other. It's like she don't care, and her eye, they'll be like so yeah. It was I don't know. I do like Gidgey. Let's see. Chubby Scorpion wants to know, if offered, would you take Chubby back? Hey, Huggy, how are you? Oh, you're the living legend. I'm gonna do my hearts. Y'all know I have a hard time with these. Hey, Huggy. Okay, so would I take Chubby back? Probably. Yeah, probably so. We built Chubby. Like, we put everything in a Chubby. And y'all see that stuff that they're doing over on Cash right now? I'm not talking about like right at this moment. I'm just talking about in general. They got people over there pushing it, telling them what to do, giving them ideas. King pops up in there. We didn't get that. Yeah, we got Mike for about, was it, I don't even think it was 2 full weeks. It may have been, to kind of help us. And now, don't get me wrong, I am not downing that at all. Mike is great to work with. You can feel how you want to about him. I don't give a shit. He is great to work with. He is a calm person, where Keem is a very like he he gets all of his Keem wants to get his points out. He wants to be heard. He may listen to half of your sentence. And then but I think that's just his brain, that's the way he think. And as fast as he changes things that y'all can see, he changes that behind the scenes too. Like that is just how his brain works. But Mike, he's a calmer person, and you're able to actually have a conversation and a good back and forth with him. I'm not saying Keem, you can't. I'm just saying it's easier to talk to Mike. And so we did have Mike, but we didn't have all that what Cash is getting at this time slot. Good for them. Get yours, honey. But we built Chubby. So would I take Chubby back? I would. I think I would, because that's our baby. And I can't just say it's my baby, because it's not my baby. It is our baby. So yeah, we were pushed in the lake to sink or swim, and I think we held our head above water pretty good against everything that was thrown at us. Yeah, every once in a while I had to be a Karen. But you know what? Being a Karen got AMAC that roadcaster, didn't it? Just saying. Just saying. So sometimes you got to be a Karen. I didn't mean to be a Karen, like when people were calling me one. Sometimes I just had like legitimate questions. And I guess because sometimes I can talk proper, or sometimes I know how to pop off just right. I sound like a Karen. Take it for what it is. If you want to think I'm a Karen, think I'm a Karen. I don't care. But hey, the show got what it needed. We needed something to help it flow better. And I was saving up for one. And people I made this comment. I told Keem, I said, yeah, I'm saving up for a roadcaster. And people are like, well, they're only like $500. Like, Chubby must not be making nothing. Well, do you think I'm going to take and pull from that and just buy it? No, I save up for something. Okay. I mean, people got eyes can see how much Chubby made. I mean, it's not like it's rocket science to figure it out. So, yep. We finished, and we were the last show to finish the 12-hour rotation. And we got told when we were at Fat Camp that we were a solidified show. And that's why it tore me up for this monetization thing to be a thing and come around, and but it is what it is. I've got to get the hours, and we're going to do things the right way, because none of us knew that I was doing things the wrong way. And that way, and if it comes back, or if Chubby comes back around again, can't nobody say anything. You know what I mean? Hey, M. Wit, how you doing? Cosmic Blues, good morning. Good morning. Just sitting here kind of chilling with the chat some. I probably won't go all the way till 8. But tomorrow morning, I will have a show better planned. And like I said, if you scroll back, hey, I Seek the Truth. I see you up there. Some of y'all sneak in and I don't catch it. I'll be talking over here. I'll have a show better planned. I just needed to make sure I could actually do the show this morning. So I think I don't know if she'll want to take, like, if Chubby come back around, I don't know that AMAC would want to do the show with me again. I don't know. I don't know if she feels better away, and it's fine. Some people, you have burnout with each other. Your creativeness starts feeling like it's hindered, and I may have hindered her. She may have hindered mine. I don't know. See, right now I don't have a co-host, so I really can't tell if she's feeling that or not. I can tell you that we still talk. So I don't know. It's but I guess we would just see if the opportunity present itself what would actually happen. But we did. I think we had a good dynamic. We did. I think we lasted as long as we did together because we learned to be able to read each other's cues. Because you can tell when somebody is like, okay, I am over this. Like some mornings, there would be people in the chat that were just assholes. And you don't just start kicking people out because they're assholes. You either ignore them or you lean into it. And some mornings it just would be too much for either me or her. And we would kind of feel that, and the other one would try to take it. You know what I mean? So, and when you can learn just to read that through a screen, um, it's something about it. It shows something about a co-host dynamic when you can learn to read the other person just through the screen and looking at them and hearing tones. And so, da, 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 da. Yes, Catitude. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern is when I go to the cardiologist. I'm getting a cold too, but that's beside the point. This weather. It's not got cold here again, and it's rainy. Oh, well, you know what? At Fat Camp, I just didn't want. Okay, so when we would do our thing, I still haven't watched the stream where I dressed up like a clown. I've seen I've seen a picture and I'm like, I can't go away. I can't watch that. I can't. I thought I made a cute clown though. I saw the picture, but I can't. I enjoyed Fat Camp. And I enjoyed being in the theater room talking to everybody on Jester every morning after Chubby would go off. I'd go up to the house, fix my drink, and I'd get in there. Most of the time I was just in there cleaning up the night before's mess and chatting, in the theater room. That was fun. Balloon animals. I swear, I thought that they would be able to blow up more. I should have tested but who would have thought that the balloon wouldn't blow up, right? But I still have some of those too, actually. We might do that one day. Watch me try to blow up these damn balloon animals. These. Yeah. All right, everybody. Real quick, I'm going to loop. I was supposed to go live on the 4th because I said, let the 4th be with us all, Well, I didn't go live on the 4th because I woke up that morning. I had pain radiating down my left arm, and it felt like it was squeezing up here and kind of like shooting from the squeeze mark. It was something like I've never felt before. And then it felt my chest was feeling real tight, and like something was sitting on it. And I was scared, and I didn't say anything. And then I started popping sweat beads, head, behind my ears, my neck. It was just, I was just sweating, just sitting there. And I was scared to go to the hospital. So I didn't. And then I didn't tell my husband either. I just told him I didn't feel good. So then that night, I said something, and he was like, well, we need to call 911. I need to take you or something. I said, no, I'll be fine. I was passing it off as a panic attack. I think that's what I was telling myself. I'm just having a panic attack. And then the next morning, which would have been yesterday morning. Yeah. So the 5th, yesterday morning, I woke up and I didn't have the symptoms, but I felt real lethargic yesterday morning. So I called the cardiologist because I do have diastolic congested heart failure. I've had it for several years. So I called the cardiologist, and she was mad at me for not going to the hospital. But she asked me everything. So right now we're monitoring my vitals. I have to send those via my chart right now, every couple hours. And if I have any inklings, then I go straight to the emergency room. Otherwise, I'm in her office at 9 a.m. in the morning. So, so that's why I didn't go live when I said I was going to go live. And then I had to make sure that I felt good to go live this morning. So I didn't put my live up until an hour before time to go. So, but yeah. Yeah. It's not my finest moment. It is not my finest moment. Good morning, Grit and Grace. So good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, Hush Pup. I'm going in the morning. That was as soon as she could get me into her office. So that's why we're doing the monitoring. But my vitals have been stable, y'all. They've been fine. Even though I checked my blood pressure when I was going through the actual symptoms of it, and my blood pressure was 140/71, which was not bad. So, and it kept staying in that area. I don't know. I'm taking baby aspirin now, which I was not taking before, but I'm definitely taking that now. But yeah, it's a feeling like I've never felt. And I'm hoping it was just a panic attack, but I'm kind of thinking something else happened. So I don't know, but they'll be able to tell me more. And I'm just gonna try not to worry about it. But don't do what I did. If y'all ever feel anything is off, go get checked out. This was my thought process. I can't be held at the hospital. I got too much to do to be held at the hospital. And they would have kept me because every time I've gone in, because I do have congested heart failure, every time I've gone in with, because fluid will build up sometimes and you have to go in and get it, like, just get a reset. And they'll keep me for 2 or 3 days. I don't have time to be at the hospital for 2 or 3 days. But then it's like, well, okay, if you're dead, then, all this shit ain't gonna get done anyway. So I'm going. I'm going. But I feel okay right now. Just so y'all know, I feel fine. My vitals are okay. But yeah. But I will let y'all know. I'll let y'all know what they say. I promise. And when Bees found out, she cussed me out and then told me how much she loved me. I know, Pirate. I know. I debated on whether even telling y'all, but then it was like, I didn't go live on the 4th and I didn't go live on the 5th. And I'm trying to get these hours and I'm doing this big new, news thing, which I'll bring more news tomorrow. Again, just trying to make sure I could do the show this morning. But I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I'm trying to do this, and so I felt like that you guys deserved to know why I didn't come up when I did, or I didn't go live when I said I was going to. And today is not going to be, we're not going to go to 8 a.m. I think we'll go to 7:30. And then the rewatch time, so for my hours won't be so long. So I think, and I'm going to get this Y'all see that? I'm gonna get that fixed. I like it though, my little border. Yeah. And y'all gave me some great people to look up. I'm going, my bees has got that down for me to remember to go check up on. So we're going to check up on some new locales. I'm going to introduce y'all, if y'all don't know, to Latiti, and then we're going to try to follow when her trial is. And yeah, if there are anybody that if there's anybody y'all want me to look up, just put it in the chat and bees will take it down for me, and I will definitely look these people up. And we will follow them. We will follow them. Cuz I will talk y'all just don't know. I will talk shit if there is shit to be talked. Sometimes it just I get squirrel brain, that's all. I don't care. I don't mind talking shit on anybody if there's shit that needs to be talked. I People say, "You hold back. You're reserved." I am not reserved. Sometimes I just look at the moment. Should it be said in the moment? If I say this, what is this going to cause? See, I like to play the tape out. Sometimes my brain does prevent that. That's when the squirrels start popping. But I like to play the tape out in my head. So if I say this, what's going to happen afterwards? And am I going to feel like popping back off? You know, it's just one of those things. But I think, yeah, I think now is the perfect time to pop off at somebody. Oh, hush pup. Well, that's what happened. It actually the sweat happened twice. It was happening about 6 o'clock in the morning on the 4th, because that was the time my husband was leaving, and I had a rag on my head, and I just told him I didn't feel good. I had the rag on my head so he didn't see the sweat that I was the sweat beads that was coming off, and, then it happened probably about 8 hours later, it started again. So I had the sweat beads twice the other day. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I'm thinking that's why I'm a little. I mean, I know I'm going to cardio tomorrow. Just I just hope that we can throw some medicine at it. Me change something in my life, do something. I don't know, but uh I just don't want to be put in the hospital. That's all. I'm excited too, Bally. I want to learn about some new ones. Like, I love the LCU and I love, all of the things that interact with each other. It's like a big ass soap opera, but I've always been drawn into the rabbit holes of locales. Always. Some horror cows, not gonna lie. There are some that are actually horror cows and not just locales. Um, I could introduce y'all to a lot of them, but then it would be like, oh, Angie uploaded. Let's go where all the horror cows, I don't know. I still hang with tragic. Oh, that's you, peace. Hey, Brown Eye. Hey, good morning. Four frogs. Good morning. Some of y'all, if I didn't say good morning, y'all, I'm sorry. Um, I've been trying to say good morning to everybody, but so if I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. So let's see. Let me check something out real quick. I don't like doing redirects when there are multiple channels live. So, okay. I do know that So I'm going to end here in just a couple of minutes. I do know that Cash is on. You know, y'all can go see it. Cafe's coming on at 8 with Steak and Nightmare on the thumbnail. They're laughing at you with Steak and Nightmare pointing out. Locale Live, mask slip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, yeah, and I don't think anybody streams alongside of Cafe right now. I could be wrong. I don't know. But right now, Cash will be live. They should be doing very well over there with all the backing that they have. You know, we didn't get that. So I still say that Chubby was the best show in that time slot. Because we did it ourselves. Just saying. We had a couple of financial backers that backed Chubby, which we're very grateful for. And that just made us feel like we were doing something right, that some, people believed in us. But as far as, what I'm seeing happening over there, you got people managing them and telling them this and giving them this idea and let's talk about this. Yeah, we just didn't have that. So, whether AMAC and I had a show that crashed or was a good one, at least we did it. We prepared it. It was our show, win or lose. So, and I feel good in that. Everything you saw was what we came up with. Even when we had Mike, we came to Mike with ideas. Like the Post-it notes trying to do the world record, the when we ate the candy corn to try to break the world record, or holding candy corn in your mouth, I think. Anyway, that we were trying to beat world records, and we came to Mike with those ideas. And he made show notes. He put our ideas in the show notes. And the show notes just keep you. Ours was just kind of like a time thing, so we could get everything in the time, and our time didn't run out on us. That was all that our show notes were about. I can't speak for Queens. I've never seen Queen's show notes. No, I did. I take that back. I did see Queen's show notes. They were like ours. Yeah. I take that back. I did see them. And you know what? And speaking of Queens, I think that's what they may be lacking right now. I think people are saying, well, maybe they should come with ideas. And that's what we did. We went to Mike with ideas. And he put our ideas in there. And he also made our ideas monetizable. That's it. So I think that if they would go to him, come up with ideas, and they would go to Mike, or right now Keem, because Mike has quit, you might see a difference. You might see, let's bring your idea to life, Fupa. Let's bring your idea to life, Tina. Who knows? Y'all might see something different. We do not talk about dryers over here. We do not. Oh, let's see. Yep, I know it's dead air right now. Sorry. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, sorry. I forgot to turn that alarm off. Okay. All right, y'all. What I'm going to do, I am going to head out of here. I'm not going to redirect. You know what? Yeah, well. Give me just a second to grab that link. I'm going to redirect over cash. This is just me being petty. That's all. Tell them, go over there and tell them Chubby Money. Add. Search. When was it going to let me? Hold on. Okay, I think it's in, y'all. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this. And if I am feeling like I'm feeling now, I will be back in the morning. Just plan to be here. Plan to be here. And I'll be here. I will be here. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And then I will go to the cardiologist after my stream. But right now, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to send y'all over to Local Cash, and I want y'all to tell them Chubby Money. Till then, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.